Hi guys, myself Rohit and you're watching Mobile Judge. Recently one of our viewer commented that is Apple the best? So I wanted to do the video to help him. Finally the video is here. Okay, based on a recent smartphone market scenario, the Apple is not the best. When compared with many of other Android phones right in the market, Apple is not the best, but it's better option. Nowadays there are many options that you can choose in between the Android phones and Apple iPhones, and there is a problem. If you're already an Android user, you cannot be adaptive to the Apple because you cannot customize your phone, and you can have the brand value, but the customization is the main problem for you. Seriously, never expect a value for money when you're using iPhone. You should be sticking to security. Apple provides a great security and performance. It's a top notch. It's a top notch. Apple provides a great performance because of that system integrated chips. The main reason Apple costs higher for their iPhones is system integrated chips. Apple engineers and integrates the chip with the software, which costs more resources and it costs more money. And one more thing, the brand value adds some of the more bucks to its pricing. And I need to say one more thing. It's like many of the people using iPhone users know this because Apple never gives ads by some celebrities or brand ambassadors because Apple is the brand. Every celebrity wants to use Apple because it's a brand. It doesn't need any ambassador to give some ads and promote itself. It gives its own ads and it promotes itself. So it's one of the best brands out there, but not the best smartphone manufacturers out there. Okay. Android smartphones has gone far ahead in innovation than iPhones, but one more thing, the performance of the Android phones never match iPhone. The only thing I appreciate iPhones are its performance and its software. Okay, software, the real thing matters here. Apple software is great. The iOS is really better optimized and well performed, and because of that optimizations, the battery life is good. Some of the Android devices provide a great software, like OnePlus is providing Oxen OS, and Samsung is also trying to provide a great software from One UI 2.0, and some devices like Xiaomi, Realme, they're having lots of bloatware in their OS. Finally coming to the conclusion, and I think you have got more information, and if you want another video regarding iPhones, I will do it. And some of the key differences between iPhone and Android are the voice assistants, like Android having OK Google or Alexa and Bixby, but when coming to the iPhone, it's having only Siri, and it responds very well. I appreciate that. And coming to some other differences, like iPhone cameras, the lenses used in the iPhone cameras are very good, really good, and the image processing, because of that performance and the chip, the image processing is way ahead of Android. And even the Pixel phones are matching the image processing, but uh, iPhone is always better at its picture quality. And coming to some of other differences, like touch response, display, and one thing, Apple is far behind than Android, like a fingerprint sensor. I hate the thing Apple removed the Touch ID from iPhone X and the next generations or iPhones. And one more thing, the Touch ID is one of the best innovations that Apple has invented. And now the face unlock is air face unlock. That's a mad, really. I can't say anything. I don't like it. I don't like it, seriously. We have to swipe up. The optical face recognition in OnePlus and Huawei, Realme, MI, and these companies are making really fast unlock.
Those also have some security issues, but even iPhone cannot do that. I only thing I liked in the iPhone is the display thing, and recently they have shifted to Super AMOLED displays. Like previously, it has liquid retina display. Because of that liquid retina display, Apple has not introduced the in-display fingerprint. Seriously, that's the real matter. Why Apple avoided in-display fingerprint, because it has to use that IPS LCD display, and the IPS LCD display cannot be used for in-display fingerprint. Is really the IR face unlock is that secure than Apple Touch ID? No, not yet. But Apple cannot introduce in-display fingerprint in IPS LCD displays or liquid retina displays. So it used the word called IR face unlock, and it's using a technology very good, I know, but it's not that secure as a fingerprint, right? Right? I know. And Android has done a great job introducing a in-display fingerprint with the Super AMOLED displays or AMOLED displays or OLED displays, anything. And to avoid using a AMOLED or Super AMOLED display, Apple started a word called IR face unlock, but it doesn't matter. Now again, Apple shifted to the Super AMOLED displays, coming with iPhone 11 Pro Max or iPhone 11. But still, the Apple has not introduced the fingerprint or a touch ID in its iPhones. But one thing, the touch ID or the fingerprint are better secure or more secure than a face unlock, right? Even it's a IR face unlock or some other thing, right? It's a better option. Please, Apple, do this for us. I love our touch ID. I love your touch ID. Seriously. Okay, finally. If you ask me to choose a smartphone between an iPhone flagship, an Apple flagship, or an Android flagship, I would pick an Android flagship, definitely, because I love to customize my phone. It's based on your interest. If you like to customize your phone, or you want to like to use it as it is for the years, you could choose an iPhone. But I love to customize my phones. I love it. So I choose Android as my primary device. So if you end up liking this video, please give me a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and a small bell icon there, right there in the corner.